Welcome to Coffee and Crime, where the crimes are cold and the coffee is hot. Trigger warning. This case contains disturbing details regarding self-harm, sex, substance use, and being unalived. Viewers' discretion is advised. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. Let's begin. Green Bay, Wisconsin, 2022. Taylor Schabusiness, age 25, previously known as Taylor Coronado, grew up with her mother, father, and brother. When Taylor was 11, her mother had passed away in her sleep from cirrhosis of the liver due to alcoholism. Soon after the death of her mother, Taylor's father had remarried, and Taylor began to act out and get into trouble. At 12 years old, her father caught her trying to end her own life and had sent her to a mental health professional. She was put on different medications, but these behavioral problems continued on into high school. During this time, Taylor met and began to date a boy named Schabusiness. Together, they would get into trouble until Taylor became expelled from school. Taylor's father sent her to live with her grandparents in Texas. At age 19, Taylor moved back to Green Bay and started to experiment with a drug called crystal meth. Taylor ended up marrying her drug dealer, Warren Chabot. Husband Warren insisted that Taylor take the last name Schabusiness rather than her now married name, Chabot. Through Taylor's drug use, she had been charged while high on amphetamines for assaulting and resisting arrest. She ended up moving back to Texas when she became pregnant, and her husband Warren ended up being sent to prison for dealing meth. Taylor was focusing on her sobriety and started a small business selling custom beaded jewelry, though she ended up trying to end her life on 2 more occasions. After this, Taylor was hospitalized and diagnosed with PTSD, ADHD, and bipolar disorder. Taylor's baby was sent to live with her husband Warren's side of the family. After Taylor's discharge from the hospital, she went to live with her father in Green Bay. Soon after, Taylor's father was arrested for statutory rape and was sent to prison for 12 years. Taylor, at this time, had found out that her husband Warren was having an affair before he went to prison. During this low in Taylor's life, she rekindled her old relationship with her high school boyfriend, Schabusiness. Shad and Taylor began a sexual relationship and used methamphetamines together, spending almost every day together. Shad and Taylor were using meth, marijuana, and trazodone one day, and wanted to spice up their meth-fueled sex by incorporating dog choke chains. This went horribly wrong. 911 received a phone call from a man with his partner screaming in the background that their son's severed head was in a bucket in the basement. When the police arrived at the home and confirmed that the head, among other body parts found, belonged to Schabusiness. Shad's body had been completely dismembered. His mattress was covered in blood. His head, penis, and testicles had been found in a bucket. His torso and 1 foot had been found in a storage container. Various knives and his organs were found in plastic bags. And a glass pipe with a bag of powdery white substance was also found. Shad's mother informed the police who had last been with him. She stated to look for Shad's friend with benefits, Taylor Schabusiness. Police were dispatched to Taylor's apartment in hopes to locate the minivan that she was driving. They located her van and the apartment. Outside of the van, they spotted a small amount of blood in the snow. And while they were walking towards her apartment building, Taylor was walking out of her apartment wearing black jogging pants that were stained with blood. Taylor was placed under arrest and she was brought to the police station where she was interrogated. When told by detectives that police had found Therian's head in a bucket, Schabusiness responded, "That's pretty fucked up." When asked what had happened in the basement, she replied, "That's a good question." And initially, she claimed to have blacked out. She went on to tell the police that she and Therian had been having sex and that he produced 2 metal chains, one for him and one for her. She said he put his own chain around his neck, as strangulation was something they had used during intercourse before. Schabusiness then suddenly blurted out, "Damn, the head. I can't believe I left the head, though," before telling officers they were going to have fun trying to find all of the organs because she dismembered the body. She told them that most of the body parts were in the basement, but that there should be a foot or a leg in her minivan. Calmly, Schabusiness told detectives that after Therian put the chain around his neck, she just went crazy, strangling him. She said that she could feel his heart beating, so she just kept pulling and choking him harder, claiming that he would not die, as he just kept rebuilding into muscle. She told how she sat on top of him, choking him while he lay face down on the bed, and how she watched as he coughed up blood, waiting for him to die. At some point, she admitted she knew that he was dead, as his face was purple and blood was coming from his mouth. Still, she told detectives that she was already this far, so she didn't stop because she was in complete ecstasy. She said, "Yeah, I liked it. Everything was exciting. You should check my panties." Taylor was asked what she did once she realized that he was dead. She stated that she had played with the victim's body several hours after his death. She stated that she had sucked the victim's penis and that she had a dildo that she put in the victim's mouth and then in his rectum. She stated that she had been up for more than 24 hours and she began to feel tired, so she took a nap beside his body. Upon waking from her nap, Taylor stated that she decided to dismember Shad's body so that she could take him with her. After decapitating Shad's head and removing his penis and testicles, Taylor laid down for a second nap. Upon waking from her second nap, she finished dismembering Shad's body and storing his body parts among buckets, totes, bags, and boxes. She told them that they would find the knives she had used in the same bags that she put his organs in. His legs and other body parts that weren't recovered at Chad's home were found in a crock pot box on top of a laundry basket of clothes in the rear passenger seat of her minivan. She told detectives that she had planned to take all the body parts with her when she left, but that she had got lazy and was ill-prepared because the murder was random and not planned, and that she began to rush towards the end of cleaning because she became paranoid. When Taylor was asked if she thought what she had done was the right thing to do, she commented, "She just did it anyway." At Taylor's court hearing, she viciously attacked her lawyer and had to be restrained. After this incident, she was mentally evaluated to determine if she was fit for trial, where she threw a chair at the psychologist. The judge ruled that she was still competent to stand trial. During her trial, it was mentioned that she had searched many topics on Jeffrey Dahmer. She was seen staring into the court's cameras, grinning and laughing. It took the jury just over 30 minutes to convict Taylor Schabusiness on all counts of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault. She was sentenced to life in prison. An absolutely barbaric crime by a meth-fueled woman. Rest in peace, Shad. If you'd like to hear more true crime stories, hit the subscribe button. That's all for now. From Coffee and Crime. Until next time.